Welcome back, lovely viewers, to another sending where I, and not my duplicate, does the intro. It seems that you do not have to put up with a week's worth of her foolish blabbering. She was remarkably quiet in those intervening weeks, well behaved. Well, I have been busy, as you may see. I have indeed been busy and hard at work. And now, it is done. The nether tunnel is finished. The room I built for us was perhaps smaller than it should be, but we still had the beautiful, delicate interplay in the surface. And it was not too much work on my part to have to figure out what might go in the interior of this room. And Spring should consider herself lucky that I've included her cherry blossoms around the portal and as part of our tunnel. I might be the evil doppelganger, but I am fair. And you might be wondering, what is this other portal up here? And why is it set back so oddly and decorated so strangely? And this is because, as was shown earlier, I summoned in another entity to share our base with us. This portal leans down into the deep, dark spaces of the world where Shiwanabe has claimed their base. And they, of course, deserve a place of honor in our tunnel. Now let's see, what has my counterpart been up to? Now, let's see. That is an absolute flex. And it's almost worth the delay to my nether tunnel project. Let's see how the landscaping's going. Ew. What is that fool doing? No clear indicators of what areas still need work, other than the sheer ugliness of some of this slope here. Tisk. And that adequate spire just makes all the more obvious. That wall of stone, the top of the caldera is completely missing, and don't even get me started on the freshwater coral. Anyway, I think I saw Spring over here. Stupid cliffs. Is the tunnel done? Indeed, unlike your foolish landscaping. It's been fighting me so hard, Autumn. I believe that is a you problem. It's almost worse than that stupid accidental Minibuild. Accidental Minibuild? Spring, what did you do? So I decided to make the Minibuild museum. It seemed simple, right? A few small 10 by 10 and 20 by 20 plots. Turns out when you have 4 of them in a line and a 30-block ceiling, the resulting wall is stupid big. Assuming a 2-block clearance, plus an extra 2 of thickness, so about 9 by 30. So each wall would be about 2,700 blocks, rounding about 12,000 blocks all over. Simple math, back of the envelope. That doesn't even count the ceiling or floor. Blocks placed says 12,844, so yeah. This was an entirely foreseeable problem, you foolish excuse for a planner. I know. It's done impressive. Especially since you managed to get the Minibuild museum done without my notice. I did build a new super smelter just for the sandstone. I needed so much sandstone. You would not believe how much... Actually, you would. You helped me do the math. But congratulations, Spring. You've finally managed the first step of industrial redstone. Maybe on another 2 ages of the world, you'll finally make an automatic farm. Hey, I've made automatic sugarcane farms! Anyway, my foolish counterpart, are you actually done with any portions of this landscaping, or do you intend to revisit the land to make it look less maimed? This section is done. It is adequate, I suppose. Anyway, I've got things to do, like draw a new build theme for May. Enjoy your pointless distraction. Is she gone? Good. Time to start building the first mega tree before Spring realizes I left her with the terraforming and skips straight to the fun bit. Wah! Look, a girl needs to indulge in a little bit of maniacal cackling every now and then. I get to start building my tree first. I wasn't lying to Autumn when I said that the wall was done. I did finish the wall. The decoration on that section of the roof, the facade there, needs a little bit of work, though. I've made about 5 attempts to try to put in a nice facade and never found any sort of pixel art that actually worked. And as you can see, the roof is bordering on non-existent. Admittedly, I'm planning on leaving basically everywhere that's got these oak planks, just no ceiling above here. But that's still a lot of roof and a lot of quartz that I haven't yet placed. And I'm aware that those are some very janky stairs up to the attic. And I'm also aware that there has only been one entry for the first build contest. To be fair, I was still working on the walls through a bunch of April, so I could understand people thinking that it's not in progress yet. And with no examples to work off of, no one wants to be the first to build something. On the other hand, it's a little bit annoying that no one participated in the contest except me. I've got the rules specifically set up so that at no point do I have to judge things, and anyone can come in and see what the options are for themes that could be drawn, and they are being drawn at random. Dispensers will shoot out a randomized sheet of paper out of the list of possible things, and people can suggest themes. So we have Minibuild plots, and I feel like I'm perfectly justified in participating in the contests. The Minibuild theme for April was Crossroads, which I chosen to represent as as both a literal crossroads, road, 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 and a highly metaphorical crossroads. My world on Titancraft, complete with the custom trees that we will see later, and my little fairy lights, and my excess of wither roses and the special banners. My world on Crystal Point, the Prismarine there representing a properly set up conduit. It's not a full conduit, but I don't have room in a 20 by 20 area to build a conduit, so instead we just have the vague impression of a conduit, the vague impression of the vaulting arches, and a few of my little flower boxes that are designed to work underwater. The entire appearance of my underwater cave, complete with the little trick I've been using to have my doorways connecting water to not water. The banner will block the water. There would have been a sign there if this was properly waterlogged in the interior of the cave. So this would be a doorway into a room in my underwater cave that I've been building in Crystal Point. And, of course, the third world, the other one that actually appears in my videos, my Lux Invictus world. Also known as my hardcore world in which I excessively praise the sun. Praise be unto light unconquered. Literal translation of Lux Invictus. And this isn't quite the design of my starter base or my sun temple, but it's taking some of the same design idea that I was going for. You have the draping water, the same build palette of birch and diorite and andesite, and the little flower boxes, complete with sunflowers. Even if we don't have anywhere near enough things to make it a full, proper build contest for April, I'm still happy with the mini build I put together. Now, let's see what build theme we have for May and which set of plots to build it in. And given also that the large statuary plots are still mostly unused, I'm shuffling the large statues back into the wing of the museum. I'm intending at some point to add a basement wing, but that can wait until things are more stable and more finished, and more of the surface plots have actually been filled up. I'm probably going to need to restock signs soon. The build theme of Okay, I get that I'm selecting these at random, but I don't want liminality to turn up right after Crossroads. That's ridiculous. Okay, so, spooky. That's a perfectly reasonable build theme. And we are doing small statues. I believe the small statues are the andesite bordered plots, and if not, I will have to change this sign. And if, oh lovely watchers, any of you happen to grace the Titancraft server, please do come help make the month of May a better build contest than the month of April. I do not like winning by default. There is no victory if there is only one entry. It is indeed a loss. I lost the April build contest because I couldn't get enough people to have there be a contest. So, come, please save me from another terrible loss in the month of May by giving me enough people that first and last place are not the same placement position.